Welcome Freedom Hero. In this episode I'm going to talk about the mistakes that not only can decrease the number of leads you get, but making any of them can even crush your entire lead generation. And you will also find out about how you can get more leads by avoiding those 7 mistakes. My name is István Bújdosó and this is the 47 Marketing Show. Let's start with mistake number 1. Thinking lead generation is possible without little or without any work. I call this phenomenon the magic button syndrome that so many entrepreneurs have. They want lead generation to magically work with one click of a button, and they are wasting a lot of time chasing that mirage. The truth is that there is no magic button that can be pressed once and would get a lot of leads for your business. Either you need to work continuously to get leads consistently, or you need to put hard work into your lead generation upfront to automate as much as possible so the automation can be consistent for you and do most of the work. Either way, successful lead generation takes work. Does this make sense? Okay, mistake number 2, focusing only on short-term marketing strategies. Who wouldn't love to get results quickly? There are always new strategies popping up using the latest tricks, promising getting leads in just hours. Even if those strategies really work, they do not last long. Those who are only focusing on those short-term methods, they may get some leads from one, but when that one stops working quickly, their entire lead generation is gone. And they have to find a new method, then a new strategy, then another one. In between those short-term strategies, they can lose a lot of leads, time and money, or even lose their business. Always build onto long-term marketing strategies to get leads consistently. And if you want to, every now and then, give a boost to your lead generation with a short-term method as well, but only as an addition to your stable long-term methods. Are you getting this? Okay, mistake number 3, FOMO, fear of missing out. This is another lead generation crusher. I used to do this a lot, so a new and exciting way of getting leads, and I jumped on it right away. And I was trying to do multiple things at the same time because I didn't want to miss out on any opportunities. Then I ended up spreading the resources too thin and getting barely any or no results at all. Luckily, nowadays, I'm handling FOMO a lot better, and because of that, the results are coming as well. To avoid fear of missing out, crushing your lead generation, learn to resist jumping on the shiny new strategies right away. Focus on the lead generation strategy you are currently working on, and make that one successful, automated and stable first, and only after that pick an additional new method to get more leads. Okay, are you ready for the next mistake? Mistake number 4, not building your email list. Without an email list, you need to rely on different platforms like Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and so on. Although those platforms are really great and useful for lead generation, you don't own them. From one day to another, those platforms can change and cut you off from your audience. On the other hand, you own your email list. You can keep reaching your leads even if huge changes happen on the social media platforms. Make sure you prioritize building your email list, and on top of that, use social media and direct people into your email list. It makes sense, right? Okay, mistake number 5, doing half work. So many people just set up a quick landing page without really thinking through what their audience wants, what would really make them sign up to the email list. Then they end up not converting any people into leads, and they say, lead generation is not working. The fact is that lead generation is a competitive area, Every person, every day, bombarded with many different kinds of offers. If you really want to capture leads, you have to offer something to your audience that really makes them curious about how you can solve their problem. And of course, you actually have to be able to deliver on that promise. Are you following this so far? Okay, mistake number 6, not knowing your target audience. Every area of your lead generation, driving traffic, capturing leads, warming them up, qualifying them, following up with them, you are communicating with your target audience. Not knowing them well turns your lead generation into a guesswork with a lot of miscommunication. That will result in less leads for you or even can crush your lead generation. What do you think happens when you know your target audience extremely well and you use that in your lead generation? You know exactly what their biggest problem is, how they describe it, what words and phrases they use, what results they want, what questions they have, what roadblocks they bumped into, and so on. And you communicate those to them. What do you think will happen? They will feel that you know them throughout every area of your lead generation, and those leads warm up more quicker, and they will be easier to turn into clients, which is awesome, isn't it? Okay, mistake number 7, thinking that lead generation is possible without learning. Most people would love to skip the learning and just jump to the end and get the lead generation results right away. Just like with everything else in life, even with basic things like walking, talking, and similar things, we need to go through the learning process and get the results we want. Either you decide to do your lead generation yourself or get somebody else to do it for you, you will learn new things, build new skills. If you do it yourself, you will learn a lot about the marketing strategy, how to do it in deep details, how to optimize it, how to manage it yourself, and so on. If somebody else does it for you, you will learn as well just different things. You will learn the big picture of the marketing strategy, how to hire the right people, how to manage them, how to see if they are giving you the best results, and so on. Either way, learning is an inevitable part of getting leads, business, and life. I'm a huge believer of just-in-time learning. It makes learning a lot more fun and gives a lot more results. Just-in-time learning means that you are really focused on learning only the things that you need now to be able to achieve one of your goals. You are learning related things with purpose. And after you learn a piece of new knowledge, you implement it right away. This way, you don't get lost in learning millions of things and not putting anything into place. You keep up the momentum of little successes that will build up into a big one, into achieving your goal. It makes sense, right? Let us know in the comments area what you are going to do today to make your lead generation better. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Here is one more important info for you. If you want to generate leads without cold calling, get the amount of leads you want, or even if you just want to find the hot leads without wasting time on cold leads, then this is the most important message you will hear all year. And here's why. Because in today's business world, getting the right leads or not can mean the difference between growing your business or losing it. Let me tell you about the hybrid lead automation hacks that will walk you step by step through the entire proven process from start to finish. It will give you the exact blueprint you need to succeed in igniting your automated lead generation in as little as 15 days without cold calling. This proven process is so simple that you can do it even if you have never done anything like this before, and you can start right now by visiting 47funnelsecrets.com. The first time I implemented this process, it 20x'd our lead generation in 3 months on autopilot, which is amazing, right? Besides that, this proven process already helped hundreds of entrepreneurs like you to automate their lead generation, and you can be the next one. Just go to 47funnelsecrets.com and get started now. Hey, are you still here? You know, every minute you wait is another lead you miss who will just go to your competitor. So take action now and ignite your automated lead generation. Just go to 47funnelsecrets.com and get started now.